Chocolate marble cake is a timeless classic. It combines the best in baking, floral freshness of vanilla and rich decadent chocolate. This easy gluten-free recipe makes it even more enjoyable with the goodness of jowar. Let's make it together on Glutensure for the holidays. If you have buttermilk, you can just use that instead. Coffee helps make the chocolate flavor pop, but if you're not a fan of coffee, you can skip it. So first off, let's mix 3/4 teaspoon of white vinegar into 2/3 cup of milk and set aside. In a large mixing bowl, add softened butter and whisk for 30 seconds. Make sure the butter is soft but is not melted. Once the butter is fluffy, add 1 cup sugar in batches while whisking on medium-high speed. In about 2 minutes, the butter and sugar get well combined. Add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and mix well. Scrape down the sides of the mixing bowl with a spoon. Add the eggs one by one, making sure the egg is well combined before adding the next one. Whisk on medium-high speed. Scrape down the sides and the bottom to make sure there is no butter sticking on the sides. Once the eggs are well combined, add 2 tablespoons of oil. Add 1 cup sorghum flour in batches while whisking, making sure there are no lumps. Reduce the speed to low if you're using a hand blender. Add some milk and vinegar mixture and keep whisking. Scrape down the sides and the bottom so that no flour is sticking on the sides. Once the jowar is well combined, add 1/4 cup rice flour in batches while whisking. Again, add some buttermilk for moisture. Add 1/4 cup of tapioca flour and mix well. Continue adding the buttermilk for moisture. Once all the flours are mixed in, add 1 teaspoon edible gum and make sure it is mixed in well. Add 1/4 teaspoon salt. In another bowl, add 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of instant coffee, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now add 1/3 cup of hot water, making sure there are no lumps, and set aside. Now let's go back to the big mixing bowl. Add half tablespoon of baking powder and mix. Sieve in half teaspoon of baking soda and mix with the help of a spoon, making sure that there is no flour or butter sticking on the sides of the mixing bowl. Add 3 to 4 tablespoons of the batter into the cocoa mixture and mix well. This chocolate batter helps create those beautiful marble texture in the cake. Grease the cake tins with butter and line them with parchment paper. I'm using 2 cake tins, a 7-inch one and a 4-inch one. Add the vanilla and chocolate batters alternately and then mix them to create a beautiful marble pattern. Gently tap the cake tins to get rid of any air bubbles. Bake them in the oven preheated at 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. After 25 minutes, insert a skewer in the middle of the smaller cake and check if it comes out clean. The smaller cake is done and I'll place it on a wire rack to cool down. Now we'll continue baking the bigger cake for another 15 minutes. It's been 40 minutes. I've checked using a skewer. The bigger cake is also done. Now I'm taking out the bigger cake and I'll let both the cakes cool down completely before demolding them. For these cakes, I'm using a fabulous chocolate glaze that is super easy to make. In a heavy bottom pan on medium-high heat, add 1/4 cup water. As the water heats up, add 2 tablespoons of sugar and stir. When the sugar is dissolved, add 1/2 cup milk and stir. After about 30 seconds, add 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips and stir. Reduce the heat to low and keep stirring. The chocolate chips melt and get blended with the milk. Keep stirring to avoid the chocolate chips from burning. This will take about 7 to 8 minutes on low heat to get the right consistency. Keep stirring and pressing the chocolate chips to mix them well. Once the mixture thickens, turn off the heat and let it cool for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now pour the chocolate glaze on the cakes. Make sure to pour this chocolate glaze gently and distribute it evenly all over the cakes to ensure they get covered fully. You can also place the cakes on a wire rack if you don't want the chocolate to accumulate on the sides. Allow the chocolate glaze to set for about 10 minutes before you cut the cake to ensure you get nice clean pieces. Now you have your exotic marble chocolate cake. Please give this recipe a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.